Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Got a three-pack college football coming your way, getting kicking early. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern on Fox. It's Indiana and Ohio State. That's the first game we're breaking down. Reminder, if you could smash that like button, comment below, guys. Let me know where you agree, where you disagree. Your college football picks for today, NFL for tomorrow. All is welcome in the comments below. I'll be in there reading them, chiming it up with you guys. It does help out the algorithm, looking to grow the show. So let's get into the games here. Top 5 matchup. 2 of the top 3 teams in the Big Ten conference standings. It is the Hoosiers and the Buckeyes from Columbus, Ohio. It looks like 40 degrees, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. A little bit cloudy here in the 12 noon Fox kickoff. Ohio State, of course, coming in 9-1 on the season. Their only loss to Oregon in that tough road trip. 5-5 against the spread. The Hoosiers come in clean slate here. 10-0 on the year. 8-2 against the spread. Been huge money makers. Looking at Indiana, guys, I like this team. I like this team a lot. Well-coached team. Signetti, what he's able to do there in Bloomington, but having to go on the road, this is kind of a step up in terms of, who have you faced, which is kind of Indiana. If you're going at them, looking at their schedule, it hasn't been, one of the tougher Big Ten schedules to this point. But, hey, you can only play who's on your schedule. I think it comes down to Indiana's rush defense versus Ohio State's rushing offense. I think we're going to know pretty early on. By the end of the first quarter, this is going to be a great game, in my opinion, to live bet. If Indiana can't stop Ohio State's running game, this is going to be a long day for the Hoosiers. I would look to jump on Ohio State. By that time, they'd probably already be up a touchdown, maybe even more. So you're going to have to lay some points. But still, I think they'd be able to pile that kind of matchup advantage on Indiana. However, Indiana's rush defense, it does rank very highly. The problem with using rankings in something like running your rush defense in college football particularly, it's who have you faced? And they haven't faced a lot of really good rushing offenses. So that's why I think that matchup is so important. I happen to side on the fact I do think Indiana will hold their own in terms of stopping Ohio State defensively. And then welcome to 2024 college football. Who's got the better quarterback? Curtis Rourke, I'm a big fan of him. The transfer out of the MAC, he's stepped up here. This Indiana offense, has been explosive at times. And up against Will Howard, particularly with double digits in your pocket with Indiana, I would take the Hoosiers. So that's the way we're going to go after this, guys. Indiana Hoosiers plus 11 against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Likely in the minority there, but we get the big dog barking. We'll move down the list here. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific kick. We're heading to Knoxville, Tennessee. This one on SEC Network, UTEP and Tennessee. So it's the Volunteers minus, they were 40. They actually got bumped down. This is an interesting one because I actually got on this personally about an hour ago. And by the way, guys, I'm filming this 2 o'clock Pacific time on Friday. So these numbers could move a little bit, but it was interesting. Somebody was moving the market out there, and they ticked this down from Tennessee 41 to 40 to 39.5. 39s were out there, and then they steamed it back up. So I think people are going after. There was a big group out there. Some of it was my money, but I wasn't the one ticking it down like that. And what I'm getting at is I think somebody out there is seeing what I'm seeing, that the Tennessee Volunteers are the side to be on here, and they were wanting to get the best number. So they were doing smaller bets to push it down, and then they hammered the Tennessee Volunteers at 39.5, 40.5, 41 here. And there's a couple reasons why, guys. First off, UTEP is not very good. UTEP is, I don't know, they don't have many wins on the season. Conference USA team going up against an SEC team. Tennessee still has a lot to play for. They're 8-2 on the season, and they got Josh Heupel as their head coach. You go back with Josh Heupel as a head coach, as an offensive coordinator. You want to be betting on his offense against inferior opponents when they can run up the score. And sure enough, this season there was 2 times in this price range they played Chattanooga. They were minus 38.5. They won 69-3. And then they were also minus 49 against Kent State, and they won 71-0. And he'll go pedal to the metal. Even if he brings in his backup quarterback, they're still throwing the ball down the field. You can see it time in, time out. Tennessee will run up the score if they can. Also, another side note, 53 degrees, light wind, mostly sunny in Knoxville for this home game in Neyland Stadium. I think this is setting up perfect, guys, for Tennessee to blow them out. I'm talking like 65-0, 65-3, something in that nature. The only kind of like profile of handicap for UTEP, which it does not matter as much. When you're breaking down this type of game, you want to be reading into the favorite more than the underdog. But just to throw it out there, it could matter a little bit. UTEP, the only comparable price tag this season, they played Nebraska and they were plus 27 and a hook. They lost 40-7, so not being able to be competitive there. Now they're playing a better Tennessee team than that Nebraska team. Look, guys, right now, 40 and a hook is still out there. It's mostly 41, so we're jumping on Tennessee minus 40.5 over UTEP. All right, one game left, guys. Check out Premium Picks, WagerTalk.com. Got a 5% college football going on Saturday. Got the 3-pack of client plays on Saturday, and we also got a 5% on Sunday. So it's a good week to jump on board in terms of, the extended packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all access packages. And hey, if you're interested in through the Super Bowl, through the national championship, we have the rest of college football and the NFL discounted right now. So check it out. Drew Martin, experts page, WagerTalk.com. Comment below, smash that like button. Last game up. Little nightcap here, primetime 7:45 Eastern on SEC Network. It is Vanderbilt and LSU. We are seeing the Commodores head to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 53.5 being the total, -7 in the hook. That is the Bayou Bengals as the home favorite. There is a -8 out there. Mid-60s, clear skies, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, SEC Network. Guys, I think Vanderbilt's underrated. They've been a moneymaker this season. Love their quarterback, Diego Pavia, the transfer from New Mexico State. Their head coach, Clark Lee, he's doing a great job there in Nashville. They've been able to go on the road before and grab victories in the SEC. I think this kind of sets up like Vanderbilt versus Auburn a couple weeks ago, where Vandy actually won the game outright. I would split the bet here. I like Vanderbilt plus 7.5. I also like them on the money line to win outright. Clark Lee off of a bye week for this game. LSU's lost 3 straight, both straight up and against the spread. They've been overpriced. I don't know. Sometimes you just find these situations. I don't think LSU is playing very good football right now, and Vanderbilt overperforming in kind of relation to where the odds makers are pricing them at. So it's Vanderbilt plus 7.5 for the show. Sprinkle some on the money line. Got Tennessee blowing them out. Tennessee over UTEP -40 and a hook right now is the low water mark. And we got the Indiana Hoosiers plus 11 as the big dog against Ohio State, kicking us off on Saturday. Guys, I am Drew Martin. In recap, 71 in 53, 57% plus 10.7 units. We were 0-2 on Thursday, unfortunately. Still 57% over the last 8+ weeks. Friday's games are not included. They haven't kicked off yet. But guys, come back and join us for NFL on Sunday. That's going to do it for the Saturday show. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your Saturday. Cash those tickets. Comment below.